It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Tyronn Lue went from being an assistant coach in Cleveland to interim head coach, and now the head coach with an NBA title. Talk about the job he's done for the Cavs.
You know, his players love him. They fight for him. He played for me, so I know he's a great basketball mind, and I think that's the best compliment you can give a coach.
He played for you?
Yeah, he played for me.
He played for you? You coached him?
Nope, but it was my team.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
it must have been a joy to coach.
Must have been a joy to coach, man. First-time coach, man, leading his team to rings. You've got to be impressed. Well, the other thing that you're impressed is how much guys play for him, not just that he played for guys.
Oh, you know, that's so deep. I'm going to need to take about a half or 3/4 just to digest it. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
You know, obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, when Devin Booker's father finished his playing career in Europe, Devin, who was then 15, moved from Michigan to Mississippi to train with him. Devin said it was a culture shock, but it was the best decision I ever made. I was a student of the game, but I never understood the grind. He instilled that, and it stuck with me. Kevin?
And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, D.A. And a couple of big-time pivots going head-to-head tonight. Doors looking at the NBA right now. How has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter-oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Jackson and Chris, the athletic pair in the forward slots. Knight and Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Zizic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. LeBron kicks to Love. Cleveland gets it back, kicks it out to LeBron. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Improving catch-and-shoot game. Bledsoe no longer needs to put the ball on the floor to get his points.
They set the pick. Passes it to Zizic. And here's Booker, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. There's a screen by Chris. Shot clock at 3. Fires from 14. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
very rare for a guy to enter the league with such a polished mid-range shot. Booker, so impressive.
Love outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Phoenix shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Always highly regarded. Knight tore up the high school ranks, led Kentucky to a Final Four, drafted top 10, and his arrow is still pointing up.
For three, Booker. It's hauled in by LeBron. Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Love outside. Good on the three-point shot. Love's got 5 points so far.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
Knight kicks to Chris. Back to Knight. With some arc. That one no good.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
James against Jackson. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
There's a screen by Chris. Knight kicks to Chris. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Really left alone that time. Booker's got his second bucket.
Well, it's all about reading the screen. Booker showing tremendous intelligence in most everything he does.
Here's James. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him it. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Nice work there coming off the screen. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against Philadelphia.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
Well, and that's exactly how you have to protect the basket, right? Exceptional job setting the tone on the defensive end, deep at the rim. You know, it's interesting. Kevin Love almost 2 different players, right, guys? I mean, a bruising offensive rebounder who can battle inside, but also a skilled perimeter shooter. That's a rare combination.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. They grab their own miss. Chris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is incredibly explosive. Makes Chris a tough cover.
Suns have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And Doris, we have some teams already looking ahead to the playoffs. Talk about the difference in physicality once we get into that postseason.
Yeah, I would say it has to be experience, both as a broadcaster, but more importantly, as the players sort of dictating the outcomes. Playoff experience is significant because the level of focus that is required on every possession. You know, you hear players say this all the time about playoffs. I never knew how important every possession was in an NBA playoff game. Incredible difference in terms of physicality, intensity, and focus.
Here's James. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Rose. No good from outside. Suns trailing. Knight with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. There's the pick. Pass to Zizic. Back to Knight. Stolen by Thompson. LeBron James on the wing.
Oh, goodness gracious.
About that finish.
Wow. That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. So it's Phoenix now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Outside Jackson. Here's Zizic. He's covered by Rose. No good from Zizic. Cleveland leading by 3. There's the dish to Bledsoe. Outside Rose. Out to the right wing. Back to Bledsoe. A three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Booker with the screen for Knight. Over Bledsoe. There's a good screen. For 3. Booker. Fresh shot clock for Phoenix. No good from Zizic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's LeBron coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Bledsoe for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's a screen by Chris. Back to Booker. Jackson, a screen on LeBron. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Booker with it. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Zizic. Here's Chris. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. James outside. Bledsoe outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Thompson, a screen on Booker. Rose dishes to Love. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Knight in the corner. Booker with the screen for Knight. They set the pick. And there's Booker on the assist by Knight. That's 10 points for Devin Booker.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Jackson against LeBron to the paint. Here's Knight. 9 points last game. Passes to Chris. Back to Knight. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Jackson. Chris with it. Picked up by Love. Again, the miss by Booker. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Rose. The feed to LeBron. Kicks it out to Love. In the corner, it's James. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Bledsoe for 3. They get it back. Dishes it to Rose. In the corner, it's James. Back to Rose. Lets it go with a 3. That one's not going to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Picked by Horford. Crowder, the pass to Warren. Now Pekovic. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Cavaliers.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Pekovic with a screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, you can see Pekovic's terrific soft hands makes him effective on that roll.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 7. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Now, here's Horford. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Daniels kicks to Shumpert. Outside Harper. Expanding his range. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And it's the Suns with the ball after Cleveland got the 3-point. Picked by Horford. Here's Ulis. It's tipped. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Osman, count it from 12.
Boy, nice approach, working it in low that time. Caused some problems for the defense, keeping them off balance enough just to get the bucket.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They're leading by 8. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Now Phoenix shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Osman, he's covered by Daniels. They get a hand on it. Picked by Horford. Shot from 16. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Warren kicks to Horford and finished off by Horford.
We talk about force. Al Horford looks at the defense and says, how about this?
On deep. But they'll get another chance. Warren. The shot comes out, and so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Ulis. Jay Crowder out there with Horford. Then there's Warren.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And so it's Cleveland with it. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Out to Shumpert for the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
And Phoenix has possession. It's a 10-point game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
I think T.J. Warren in this day and age of stretch shooting forwards is a bit of an outlier, right? His build is not as long as some, and a lot of his work is done on the inside of the arc. It's fascinating that he can be effective.
And he's good on the second. And for Warren, he doesn't play like most NBA small forwards, Doris, but that's one of the reasons he's found success.
Well, I think this is a guy who can make an impact beyond his scoring. He is really focused on being a better defender and being a better rebounder. This guy always feels comfortable with his offense. He's just striving to be more complete.
Suns trail by 11. Pick by Horford. Now, here's Warren. 17 points for him last game against Detroit. Osman, he's covered by Daniels. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Boy, that's some big-time muscle on the glass from Horford. He gets great position, uses that big frame to his advantage.
Inside. Out to Shumpert. Inside, and stolen by Horford. That's tipped. And here's Daniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Now, here's Horford to the right side. Osman. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. He has 5.
You know, Kev, this in part is why Al Horford is seen as such a terrific leader. His willingness to pass the basketball, to play unselfishly.
And so here's Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Harper tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Warren with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Ulis can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Kicks to Pekovic. Feeds to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shoots from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harper's got 5.
Well, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy loop. Nice.
There's the pick. Warren kicks to Crowder. Pass to Horford. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Pekovic. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Defended by Crowder. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Troy Daniels.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Harper. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Shumpert.
Well, how fluid is the shooting form from Al Horford? It makes him such a dangerous threat.
Love outside. Love with the screen on Knight. The kick out to LeBron. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Love. He's averaging about 19 points per, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Booker against LeBron. Pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Crowder. He dishes it to Horford. Over Thompson. Horford no luck.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
It's a pick by Love. To the left side wing. And stolen by Horford. Knight kicks to Jackson. Outside Knight. Thompson against Horford. Over Thompson. Again, the miss by Horford.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And there's the pass to Farrell. Back to Love. 6 on the shot clock. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
On the wing, Booker. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
You love it when guys play bigger than you think they are. Booker proving that he's not just a threat from the outside.
Now here's Love. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
And here's Booker following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Horford in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 10. Inside. Shoots over Crowder. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss to the wing right side. Farrell for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Puts it up from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Love outside. Love with the screen on Knight. Farrell kicks to Thompson. Love outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Farrell. Love. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
You know, that's what you like to see from Love. Fighting inside to get a score off a missed opportunity.
Phoenix calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Zizic is checked in for the Suns. Chris comes in for Crowder. There's a screen. Booker dishes to Jackson. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. The Cavaliers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game, and that one misses.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
Booker is screen on Thompson. Here's Knight, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Rose passes to Thompson. Here's Farrell. In the corner, it's James. There's the dish to Thompson. Over in the corner, Rose puts up a 3. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Suns trail by 12. Jackson kicks to Knight. Passes to Booker. There's a screen by Chris. Knight for 3. Again, the miss by Knight. Now Cleveland shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Horford.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Jackson. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit. LeBron passes to Farrell. Back to LeBron. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. James against Jackson. For 3, Love. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Knight passes to Zizic. He feeds it to Jackson. There's a screen by Chris. Outside Knight. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the miss by Knight. The Cavaliers leading by 12. James kicks to Farrell. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Farrell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The feed to Jackson. Knight in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Love kicks to LeBron. The screen from Thompson. Jumper off the screen. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. James against Jackson. There's a screen by Chris. Knight kicks to Chris.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016. We have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Harper, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Troy Daniels comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Farrell. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. LeBron dishes to Daniels. Buries it down low.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Ulis. Tight defense on him. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And so it's Cleveland, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect, And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
Well, they got off to a good start, but then I thought we settled in and started playing a little bit more defense.
Got locked in as the game went on. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Bledsoe is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Suns trail by 15. There's a screen by Chris. Knight passes to Chris. Lays it up off the glass. Chris has got the first points of the second half here for Phoenix.
This is what you want from Marquise Chris, right? Battling inside, challenge the defense. Nice work.
Thompson, a screen on Jackson. Bledsoe right side. A 3-ball. Kicks it out to Love. Rebound by the Suns.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now, here is Knight. Over Bledsoe. Tries again. And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
The Suns have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Bledsoe with it. He's guarded by Knight. Left side, Love. Trying his luck deep. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Chris. Misses off the left iron. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Love outside. Dishes it to Bledsoe. LeBron kicks to Bledsoe. Cleveland the rebound. Beyond the arc. Rose passes to James. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. James has got 11.
If LeBron James is connecting from the outside, the defense is in trouble. Nice stroke from downtown.
Pass to Zizic. Here's Chris. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bledsoe against Knight, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The screen from Thompson. Rose loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Suns. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the three-shot opportunities from three. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
You're right. It probably will be. Here's Knight following the score by Derrick Rose. Knocks down the three ball. 17 points for Devin Booker.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
James against Jackson, and stolen by Chris. Jackson has the open look. Suns with the new shot clock. That one good for two.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And Thompson throws it down.
Boy, nice effort from Thompson there. Finishes the drive with the hammer slam.
Knight passes to Zizic. Knight against Bledsoe. The shot by Knight, no good.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
And it's Love missing.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Here's Booker. He's got 17. Knight with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Knight kicks to Chris. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Chris has got 12 in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
LeBron dishes to Bledsoe. They get it back. Feeds it to James. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to LeBron. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by Bledsoe. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Bledsoe's running. Love the pass to LeBron. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Booker. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help him climb out of this hole.
Now here's James. He's got 13. Out to the right wing. And Thompson kicks to Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Overnight. The kick out to Rose. There's the triple. No good from LeBron. Suns trail by 10. Jackson dishes to Booker. Kicks it to Knight. Back to Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Rose kicks to LeBron. Love the pass to Bledsoe. Fires the three, and there's Love. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe. 16 points for Kevin Love. And the Suns call time here. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Now, here's Ulis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
That's his first.
Osmond. The three-pointer, no good. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. Opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. He knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
Cleveland moving it around. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 16. Now Warren. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Now here's James, 13 points in the game. In the corner, Daniels. Off target from three-point range.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
Here's Ulis. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 4 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. LeBron gets to Shumpert. Chalk up 2 there. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Horford sets a screen for Warren. Over Shumpert. And too long on the shot. Now Cleveland shooting 42% from the field here in the third. From deep three-point range, and LeBron James good for 3. James has got 8 points here in this quarter. Suns trail by 18. At the top of the key, Horford shoots over Harper. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got 8 points.
Not a lot you can do. Al Horford squares up beautifully, and what a pretty stroke.
Harper with a screen on Crowder. Now here's James. He's got 16. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Shumpert. Offensive rebound. Back to Daniels. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. That 3 off the mark. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Ulis. Here's Horford. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, it takes a lot to knock Al Horford off balance. He is incredible at keeping his concentration through contact.
LeBron passes to Daniels. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. How many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
And stolen by LeBron. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Here's Horford. And it's Harper with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The drive by LeBron.
LeBron rolling. He's grooving. He feels good, ready to take over this game.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And here is Warren. 6 points for him. Pass to Horford. 5 on the clock. 14 feet away. Horford missing again.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
There's the pick. Shumpert in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Shumpert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you just love Shumpert's pre-shot routine. Gets his feet set, ready to catch and release. Beautiful.
Horford against Harper. Horford missing again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Harper with a screen on Crowder. Shot off the screen. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, LeBron's going to put in work from the mid-range if you start to give him that kind of space.
Cleveland foul call. Number 3. That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Warren for 3. The shot misses. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Suns shooting poorly, just 35% so far. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. They've got Horford, Jay Crowder out there with Warren. Then there's Brandon Knight. Of course, not too long ago, changes were made to the intentional foul rule. In your observation, has this made a positive difference?
Well, I certainly love that the away-from-the-play fouls were extended to include the last 2 minutes of each period. I don't think you should necessarily give an advantage to a team that is playing from behind by intentionally fouling a poor free throw shooter. So that's one. I do believe now the bigger issue in the NBA has become these shooting fouls where the shooter is launching himself into a defender. I think that the NBA will take a hard look at that and make any necessary change, Kev.
Totally agree, Doris. I don't want to pinpoint one player, but James Harden has made that an art form.
That's correct.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Kevin, Al Horford pounding away on the glass. How about the strength in the paint?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. So it's Phoenix now. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Horford up top. Shot clock at 6. Here's Knight. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, that's a power move by Knight, using his length and athleticism to finish inside.
Love right side. And now it's Knight running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Knight's got 4 points in the quarter.
Causing turnovers really gives you an advantage.
Well, it makes things easier for sure, Greg. Their activity on the defensive end is what caused that steal.
And Love has it in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Love's got 19 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Knight kicks to Horford. They set the pick. Osman. Again, Phoenix.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Picked by Horford. Here's Crowder, and that one is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thompson, a screen on Knight. Up against Warren. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Back to Shumpert. Love outside. Out to Shumpert. And there's the pass to Daniels. Takes a three. Rebound by the Suns. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Warren kicks to Knight. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Cavaliers ball.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Outside Rose. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Rose, back to Bledsoe. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Rose with another miss.
And not doing his team any favors jacking up three-pointers. He needs to realize that right away.
There's the screen. Shumpert against Knight. And it's Chris in the corner. The Suns need to get a shot off. Jackson misses.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Back to Knight. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Loves having the ball in his hands. Knight's one of those high-usage guys who thrives on the pick and roll.
Outside Rose, and Love has it in the corner. Bledsoe kicks to Rose. Over Booker. Love outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Suns trail by 15. Knight kicks to Chris. Bledsoe against Knight. To the inside. Zizic. Second chance shot. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Free throw good, Zizic. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. No good from Booker. Cleveland leading by 12. Bledsoe outside. From deep. And the three ball is good.
Lined it up and knocked it down. The second triple tonight.
They set the pick. Booker the pass to Zizic. He dishes it tonight. Pass to Zizic. There's Jackson with the three. He's off on that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Love dishes to Bledsoe. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's now 11 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Challenging this D with the three ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
And Booker kicks to Chris. The dish tonight. There's Jackson with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Knight against Bledsoe. Shoots off the screen. Kicks it out to Love. He feeds it to Shumpert. Outside Rose. To the wing on the left. Here's Bledsoe. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, and we know because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't push this guy around. That time it results in an and one. It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA.
James checked in for Shumpert. You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his former point guard pairings and how he plays. Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
Now here's LeBron. Devin Booker missing his last shot. They get it again, and Thompson kicks to Love. There's the feed to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Suns ball.
Suns trail by 18. Outside Knight. There's a screen by Chris. Over to the left wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. James kicks to Bledsoe. LeBron outside. And James throws it down hard.
Boy, bump them all you want. If James has already started his motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. And the Suns call time.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Cleveland on defense. Booker outside. Pass to Chris. Puts up a three. Chris with another miss. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Right with it. Pass to Zizic. Clock at 6. Booker outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Booker's got 24 points.
A deep shot specialist. Booker with the silky smooth release.
LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And the dunk by James.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams, regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
Farrell can't hit. The Suns shooting 57% in this fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Boy, their ball movement was terrific, and I thought he was the key to that. This guy conducted the offense, kept everyone involved, and spread the basketball.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. Where do you go mentally when you're in the rhythm like you were tonight?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like there's nothing that you can't do. And hopefully the momentum just continue to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, open up for the rest of us too.
I know that's got to be empowering, LeBron. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.